It's not quite there for the drive. You assess conditions here, and the ball is doing a little bit more than normal. It's sort of a flat wicket shot. When the ball isn't doing anything, Kyran will connect with these. They'll look nice because he's pushing hard. He's almost driving at something that isn't there on a grassy surface. And so it calls for an adjustment in technique, but also an adjustment in shot selection, which has been letting him down.
We're talking about playing the ball on the eyes. At no point was that ball going to be anywhere near there. Hence, there go his hands out in front of it. Had that ball been further to leg, it would have been coming more on the line of his body, and he would have played it underneath his eyes, wouldn't he? But he went looking for this. See, it's going across him, away, 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 and there he goes looking. Those hands are way out in front of him and up in the air.
You can't drive on the up in certain conditions, as he found out in New Zealand. And that's where wide ball signal. A lot of the West Indian batsmen found themselves wanting Mr. Pybus when the ball swung, seamed, or spun. So something we have to work on in the Caribbean.
Another thing you have to ask yourself is if his foot went towards the line of the ball or if it went straight down the pitch. If it goes straight down the pitch, then the hands are going to go away from him in any case. May have gotten a little bit more bat on it if his foot had gone further across, maybe towards the natural line angle of the ball.
But what I will say, and you know much more about batting than I do, it's not that bowlers aren't qualified to talk about batting, and people always get lost with that. As a bowler, you have to study batsmen's grip, their back lift, their flow, their bat swing, their foot movement in order to get wickets. You don't just run up and get wickets. So when people say bowlers shouldn't talk about batting, we know a little bit about batting. Jeffrey just knows more as a batsman because that is his trade apart from the gloves. But all bowlers know something about batting. He was going near it.
Well, it was short, but it seemed to leg cut a bit when it hit the pitch.
If I were in the Leeward's camp right now, and I'm not sure what Ridley Jacobs would have said to his charges, my method, and I'm not saying it's the only method, but my personal advice to these guys would be, okay, we're chasing 240. The asking rate would have been just under 5 when we started, with a new ball from either end on a grass surface. I don't care if we're none for none at the end of 10 overs. Don't lose me too many wickets in that first 10, because when the ball gets softer, I'm not saying it's going to be easy because the pitch is slightly uneven, but it'll be a little bit easier. Then we still have enough deliveries left to try to work towards the total, but don't get yourself in trouble in the first 10 overs.
There are two guys who are supporting the sponsors. He's bowling with some pace, William, and he's getting a little bit of movement as well. We've had 3 overs. It's 5 for 1.